We have a guest now with us, Robert Baldwin, who is the Food and Beverage Director for the island. And by the way, I want to say before you go into what you're going to say to us, I have never had so many compliments. And I walk the island a lot, I walk my dogs a lot, and I'm out there, and everybody is just talking so positively about the food, the quality, the changes, the service. It's just been amazing.
Yeah.
It's just, and I want to thank you because what you and your group have done, and the chefs, under the most adverse conditions, but the quality, everything has just been fantastic. And managing
I'm glad to hear it.
the terrace, the sun, the heat, the cold, whatever. But let's talk a little bit about now that, as you all must know by now, the state and the county has come in now where we can open up at a not minimal, but a 50% capacity inside as well. And we don't need the doors open. Some people have asked us about that. But we don't need doors open while we're doing the inside seating. So, Robert, why don't you explain now a little bit what the changes have been that you're doing now?
Sure. So the inside seating is 50%. Outside seating hasn't changed at all. So for those members that are more comfortable sitting outside, you can continue to sit outside. There's more air out there and more space. The inside, our occupancy is 230 people, so we've only added 66 seats inside, 60 at tables and 6 at the bar. So the bar is actually a new piece we've opened up. The last time we opened, we didn't do the bar. We weren't comfortable. But this time we've added screens in between. So we have 2 sets of seats on each side of the bar with a screen in between each set. Because we heard from the members the last time, a lot of them really wanted to sit at the bar. They like to sit there. They like to watch the TV. So Monday was our first day being open, and all the members were very receptive to sitting at the bar, and they were also very responsible and following directions, and they weren't wandering around and doing the things they shouldn't. We still have some that are hesitant to sit inside, but what we're doing from a reservation standpoint is if you do want to sit inside, we're spacing the tables really far out inside. So if you sit down at 11:30, the next table that goes inside is going to be maybe over in the bar and then over by the old buffet area. So we're spacing them out as they come in based on time to help everyone feel really comfortable. The piece that hasn't changed is when you come in, you get your temperature. There's a sanitizing station right outside at the hostess stand, at the outside hostess stand, and when you come inside, we still have a barrier up for the hostess, and we ask you to keep your distance. It's only one person in the bathroom at a time. So all of those safety protocols we put in place when we first reopened they're still in place. The server comes to your table, they offer you sanitizer, the menus are all disposable, we're not pre-setting the table with anything. So a lot of those protocols are all still in place. But the member feedback's been great because it's been almost 100 degrees outside. It's really hot. We've added fans to the patio to try and help with some of the air movement, but the Florida summer and the sun is just it's rough.
But it's amazing that in spite of all of this, the business between the takeout, delivery, and the eating in the dining room, we are not that far from what we would have done if it was open full time.
That's correct. Where we're really seeing where we're missing is really events, is banquets. It's C&E, it's banquets that's really missing. The a la carte is humming right along. The prime rib is doing really well. The sushi on Wednesday nights, fried chicken on Thursdays. We're alternating crab and lobster every other Friday. The last Friday we sold out of lobsters. The Friday before we actually sold out of crab legs. So we've actually brought more in-house to even let members add it on a side on Saturday. So this past Saturday, you could add a half pound of king crab leg to your entree to make a surf and turf. And then the dinners for 2 are really starting to gain some momentum. Members are calling on Monday wanting to know what we have.
Now that's the Saturday night dinner.
That's the Saturday night date night. So they're calling on Monday because they want to know what we have. This last Saturday, we did a 24-ounce tomahawk chopped steak that was about this big and split it between the 2. So, a lot of those things have been received really well by the members. So we're really appreciative for all the support.
There's a little rumor going around that we might be having sushi a few more nights a week on a regular basis.
The rumor is true. I'm working with the gentleman that does sushi for us now to try and broker a deal that he could do sushi Monday through Thursday, lunch and dinner.
Wow.
So for those members that are looking for something a little more healthy, lunch and dinner, it would be an option that we would have
See,
all
Stephanie,
the time.
you have what you wanted.
Right?
That would be great.
It would be a great addition and just another diverse option for the members to be able to dine on the island and not have to go anywhere.
Well, that's because sushi is so popular, and it's
is.
one of the, I know when you do sushi night here, everyone loves it.
We do. Wednesday night's very popular.
So that'll be great. Tell us a little about what's happening now with the reservation system, because I know you're going into the more technology side of it.
We
for
are.
reservations?
So the club was using OpenTable when I started, so
Yes.
we're going back to Club Essentials. So the club website, the app that all the members have, everything else that we do in the club is Club Essentials. So in F&B, we wanted to go back to the same thing to make it easier for the members, or more of a central reservation system. So they'll be able to, starting next week, actually go onto the app and make reservations, and they'll be able to do it 30 days in advance. They'll be able to do it for lunch, and they'll be able to do it for dinner. Now, the key thing with the new opening is the maximum table size is 6, and the reservations are set up in that same way. You can have 6 people at a table, so you can have a 2-top, a 4-top, or a 6-top. They'll have to put a comment in letting us know whether they want to sit inside or outside, and if they have any other special needs. And then every day in the morning, we'll print the reservations, and we'll build the floor plan based on what the members' needs are, and be able to take care of everyone. But they can now plan much
great.
further ahead.
So to clarify, because one of the things people have asked me, if the reservation is made the day before, the week before, the month before, you can use the reservation system.
Correct.
But if you want to make a reservation the day of, it's not that you cut out, but call and make the reservation in live person, because you can do that.
Correct. So the reservations will turn off the night before at midnight. They'll no longer be available online for the next day. Any changes you want to make, modifications, or if you want to make a reservation for the same day, you just call the restaurant and we'll be able to take care of you right there.
So from a technology standpoint, if somebody's not too good at it, they can still call and make a reservation manually if they have to.
Absolutely. We will
Great.
still take reservations on the phone, and we will offer help to help them to make it. The app is actually really easy to use, and it walks you through the steps. It's very user-friendly.
Okay.
So for us in operations, it makes it a lot easier and more seamless if we can get more of the members to use that app. They can also look at the menus at the same time, and they can make the reservation when it's convenient for them, versus if we're a little busy on the phone, we might have to put you on hold for a minute. So you don't have to wait. You can make your reservation at any point.
That's great.
Yeah.
So tell us a little about Rosh Hashana and Yom Kippur, what you're doing, because I know that's been a challenge.
It has. I have to thank your wife. I actually spent about an hour or an hour and a half with her today going over the menus and just how the holidays and the
Now,
events
will it
work.
be keto?
Yes. So what we came up with her help is we're going to do the Rosh Hashana event. It's actually going to be here at the Island Club.
Oh, interesting.
Because it's a Friday night,
Yeah,
and we have
yeah.
lobster over at the main
you
club,
can't
so
mix.
you can't mix the two. So the members will have 2 options. They can actually dine in with us here, or we're going to have a takeout package. So you can buy a package for a single person, for 2, for 4, or for 6, which will include
nice.
everything that we're serving. If you dine in with us, it's actually going to be served family style, because historically we've done them as a buffet,
Yeah,
and
we
with
can't do
COVID,
it.
I can't do buffets. So it'll be a 4-course family style meal with large platters coming to the table for everyone in your group to share. The same reservation rules will apply. The max table size is going to be a 6. We'll seat 2 tables every 15 minutes to help with spacing and no grouping and anyone having to walk down the bridge over to the Island Club to make sure we're keeping that proper distancing.
Now, in terms of the people coming here, what will the menu be that's going to be here? Do you know yet?
We're just finishing it, so we'll
Okay,
send it out
okay.
probably tomorrow. I wouldn't want to mispronounce
No,
some of the
please,
names
please.
of the food,
It's new,
so
it's new.
I learned a lot from your wife today. So.
Great. And then for your breakfast, what are you doing?
So breakfast or Yom Kippur is actually going to be at the grill. It's on a Monday night, so it'll be, again, from 5:30 to 8:30, but it's going to be very similar. We're going to do a family-style meal for everyone, and Yom Kippur's no meats. It's all about the dairy and
It's all
light
dairy.
and vegetables. So that one we're going to have omelets, and we're going to have...
I hope Linces.
We're going to have blintz, actually 2 kinds of blintzes. So I'm going
Okay.
to have a pear and
Okay.
ricotta and then a regular cheese blintz, lots of fresh fruits, cheeses,
great.
And then some of the traditional items. But we'll do the same, so it'll be family style at the table, or you can order a package and have it delivered.
Okay.
Again, for 1 person, 2, 4, or 6. Because we know that on these holidays, they tend to be larger groups, which
Yes,
we can't
yes.
accommodate, but we will deliver it to
So
your house.
that brings up an interesting question. I know up until the changes, if there were people 4 or 6 at a table, it had to be one family. Now it doesn't have to be, does it?
Correct. So a table of 6 can be anyone as long as they live on the island. So we're still not allowing any guests from outside the island.
But it could be 3 couples, as an example.
It could be 3 couples that live in a different house, yes.
That's great. Great.
Yes.
All right, so now let's get to the excitement of what you've been planning for the last few months.
The Deli.
The Deli. When
Deli.
Robert came, he had no idea how many new things we were going to be doing, but This is something that we've been very excited about, and it's not only a deli. It's really, why don't you explain? It's really three things in one.
So it's a grab and go little retail store. So you could go in and you could get chips, you could get beef jerky, you could get crackers, you could get wine, you could get cheese, you could get different things from the grab and go. The grab and go will be open all day. As long as the tennis pro shop is open, the grab and go area will be open. We'll be making fresh sandwiches to order, so that's the deli portion of it. So we'll have pastrami and corned beef and turkey and ham and chicken salad and egg salad and tuna salad and large kosher style pickles that you get at delis that everybody loves. And then we're also going to have Starbucks. So the Starbucks will be frappuccinos, the dragon fruit handshaken teas, cappuccinos, lattes. You name it at Starbucks, we'll be able to serve it.
So you're going to have somebody from Starbucks come in and train the barista on how to do all their specialty coffees.
Correct.
That's exciting. And then we can sell, Starbucks will be all over the whole island, I assume.
It will. So obviously we don't have banquets back yet, but
Right.
the restaurant will go to Starbucks right away. So you'll be able to get a latte up in the restaurant,
That's
a
great.
cappuccino or fresh brewed Starbucks coffee.
Now, will the cafe have all kinds of pastries as well?
It will. It'll have muffins and bagels and danishes. In the afternoon, we'll switch to pastries, so we could have brownies and cookies and carrot
Croissants
cake
and-
and chocolate cake. Yes.
Great.
Yes. So
That's
it's
exciting.
It is.
And that looks like, as we said, that looks like we're going to be open sometime around mid-November, hopefully, or the end of November.
It is, and it's the outlet. We're getting some of the renderings done. It's going to be a beautiful addition
Oh, yeah,
to the island,
yeah.
and just like the Sushi edition, Monday through Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
this just gives the members another option to stay on a beautiful island and not have to go anywhere.
Now, I want to add to what's going on inside, and one of the things we are looking at, not for this season, will be possibility of doing something with our tennis terrace. Depending on the kind of capacity and the kind of crowds we get, we feel that the tennis, because this area that we're sitting in the Island Club and Pool, within a year will be probably shut down for a period of time while we do the construction and renovation, that will become our new focal point on the island as well. But the beauty of this is that we have that deck, and we're going to redo it, hopefully. We're having some designs made of it. And that's what we talked about earlier about the November presentation, because we're looking to see what we can do on the exterior as well. But you had mentioned that as long as the tennis pro shop is open, this will be open. But I think in a case of rain, when the tennis normally would be closed, we will still have our deli open, and people can have it. They would probably not want to sit there, but we will have tables inside, a few of them,
Yes.
and outside under the overhangs. So there's a very strong possibility that there may be times in the summer we don't need the upstairs. We'll have a lot of this going on downstairs. But we anticipate opening this up 6-7 days a week.
That's
when we
correct.
get going.
That's correct.
And there'll be plenty of new seating, beautiful canopies, beautiful umbrella systems. So it's going to be a very exciting thing for the season.
Oh, it is. It is.
So-
and Starbucks is a big name brand.
Yep.
Perfect for this island, and the members won't have to go just out by the fresh market to get Starbucks.
No, they won't. No,
They
they
can walk
won't.
right down to near the POA office and watch some tennis and drink a latte in the morning.
So what other exciting things are happening in the food and beverage? Anything else? As if that's not enough.
It isn't. So we sent out the F&B email that went out this weekend. Also asked the members for their feedback on all the dining, so the menus and everything else in the email me. So a lot of members have been emailing their ideas and their feedback. So we're going to start working on revamping the menus for the fall. Obviously for season, we want to bring back some of the member favorites that we've had before. So obviously bagels and lox need to come back on the menu. They went away with COVID. So some of those things the members really like, and add more sandwiches and just continue the diversity on the menu and letting the members try different
great.
things. So probably in the next 2 months we'll have a new set of menus for lunch and dinner.
Great. Now, one of the things we just got finished with was because of the fact that we're not selling as much alcohol as we normally would, we had a sale on the island of a lot of excess merchandise.
Yes.
So that is still available, and if anyone is interested in scotch, whiskeys, vodkas, those kind of things, even some wines, I believe, contact Robert, because we do still have some stuff left.
We do.
And it's retail, whatever our cost was. We're not looking to make money on it, but seeing as it's sitting around and we can't do the volume we used to do, we've been very successful so far in selling some of the stuff. Whatever they have, they should contact you about this.
Absolutely.
Great.
It'll help you with your minimum too.
Yep, you can use it for your minimum.
Yeah.
Well, I thank you so much for being with us today. I know you got a lot to do.
I do.
But again, I can't tell you how many compliments we're getting from what you've done here. And it's amazing in such a short time, under the worst possible conditions, that our business is just doing so well. And you're going to hear shortly from Thomas, our CFO, just how we are doing.
That's great.
But Robert, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you,
with
Mr.
us
Shelley.
today. Thank you.
All right.